It's 10 trivia questions on which Chris was that, Hemsworth, Pine, or Pratt. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. Thank you so much for checking out the show and telling a friend about the little trivia podcast that could. If you want to support the show monetarily, go check out patreon.com/trivia with buds and see all the cool rewards you can get every single month just for throwing a buck or two my way. Things like stickers, pins, keychains, t-shirts, collectibles, Funkos, our book club, you name it, there's something for you, I promise. Go check it out. And thank you so much to everybody leaving iTunes reviews lately. If you do that, make sure to drop me a line, ryanbuds@gmail.com, or the contact form on triviawithbuds.com. Let me know you did, and I'll send you some cool stuff like a signed Sharknado picture, or maybe one of my brand new Buds to the Future stickers that look like the Back to the Future logo, but with my name in them. Wouldn't that be fun to put on your water bottle? Do it, do it, do it. Speaking of doing it, what we're doing today is a round called Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pine, or Chris Pratt, or Chris Evans. And I will give you a movie, and you tell me which Chris was in that movie. Okay? So don't think there's any overlap here. There should just be one of those Chris's per movie that I give you. And I believe these were written by my friend Luke McKay. So thank you, Luke, for supplying those questions. And get ready, guys, because we're going to jump into 10 of them right about now. Here we go. All right, which Chris was it? Hemsworth, Pine, Pratt, or Evans? Here's number one. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Number one, which Chris was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World? Was it Hemsworth, Pine, Pratt, or Evans? Number one. And number two, the movie Wanted. The movie Wanted. Which Chris was in Wanted? Number three, In the Heart of the Sea. Number three, In the Heart of the Sea, which Chris was in The Heart of the Sea. And number four, the technology romance movie Her. Number four, the movie Her. Number five, we have Horrible Bosses 2. Number five, which Chris was in Horrible Bosses 2. And number six, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, also known as TMNT. Number six, TMNT. Number seven, Cabin in the Woods. Number seven, Cabin in the Woods. And number eight, The Magnificent Seven. Number eight, The Magnificent Seven. Number nine, which Chris was in A Wrinkle in Time. A Wrinkle in Time. And number 10, who was in The Losers? Number 10, who was in The Losers? Number 10. Those are all your Chris's, Hemsworth, Pine, Pratt, or Evans. We'll be right back in just a second to see if you matched them all up correctly. We are back with the answers to which Chris was which. We said a movie title, and you had to tell me which Chris was in it. Number one, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That was Chris Evans, looking kind of dastardly in this movie, sort of a villain. Number one, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Chris Evans. And number two was the movie Wanted, which featured a small role for Chris Pratt. That's right, Chris Pratt from Parks and Rec. Number three, In the Heart of the Sea, was a Chris Hemsworth movie directed by Ron Howard, I believe. In the Heart of the Sea, Chris Hemsworth. And number four, Her, with Joaquin Phoenix and a pretty gross mustache, was Chris Pratt again, as sort of the wisecracking buddy, Chris Pratt. Number five, Horrible Bosses 2 had a featured role for Chris Pine. Chris Pine from the Wonder Woman movies. And number 6, TMNT was the voice of Chris Evans. Back in, I want to say 2006 or 7, that movie came out. I remember seeing it in theaters, and it was just okay. But the animation was pretty good. TMNT, Chris Evans. Number 7, Cabin in the Woods, Chris Hemsworth. That was a fun turn it on its head type horror movie. Number 8, The Magnificent Seven. I never saw, but I wanted to, with Denzel and Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt. Number 9, A Wrinkle in Time, was Chris Pine. Chris Pine. And number 10, The Losers, which is a fun ensemble action movie, is Chris Evans once again. So there you go. We had Evans, Pratt, Hemsworth, Pratt, Pine, Evans, Hemsworth, Pratt, Pine, Evans to fill your list of 10 movies there. And hopefully you learned something or had fun playing along with today's quiz. We have one more thing for you called the Fact of the Day, and that Fact of the Day is most lipstick contains, you guessed it, fish scales, putting some fish on them lips, and fish scales in a lot of different lipsticks. Don't know why. Why does that have to be the thing? But it is. Thank you for listening. Thanks for telling a friend about this podcast, and we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.